Now, I know what you're thinking. Tekken Revolution and Glorious in the same sentence? Considering the current climate, it might as well be, but that's not what this is about. I want you to think of a cleaner version of the game. Perhaps one that doesn't have all the bullshit you remembered it for. Check this out.
Oh, you're so scrubby smart guy!
This game is my favorite game ever. Ball phasing right through that, you piece of shit!
What the fuck is this shit? Lag, boosters, hackers, sluggers.
Alright, there you go. No character stats, no critical hits, no invincible moves, and even the coin system is gone. And the invincible moves are still there, obviously. The moves themselves are still there, they're just no longer invincible. But yeah, I just noticed the game is out now in early access. I still have a couple of things to iron out, polish, but I just want to test it out with the community that wants to support the project first. So this is an opportunity for you to keep it alive. It's a custom server. I'm closing in on 1,000 hours working on this over the past couple of months, and even with pretty heavy AI use, again, that costs money, and it took this long to get it done. I don't even want to imagine how long it would have taken without it. Probably would have not done it at all, or it would have taken at least a year. I've been very careful with everything, very thorough, and I'm super passionate about this. So obviously, I really care about the way this turns out. So I want to give you the opportunity to support, because without you guys, this basically will just die at this point. Like, yeah, it is a passion project, but it still needs a player base to survive. And yeah, it's up to you if you want to keep this game alive. Patreon support would obviously aid me into basically anything that I do at this point in regards to any, Tekken related project. It's not only gonna help me get to our goal, which is having the best netcode that we can have and have the best experience of playing the PS3 era of Tekken games. It's not the only thing. I have other projects that I'm currently tackling that I can't disclose or discuss yet. It would aid me in those as well. And if you are a Tekken fan, you do not want to miss it. So yeah, support will be very much appreciated. And thanks in advance if you decide to do that. And just like many of you guys, I'm not happy with where Tekken 8 is at right now, which is why I even brought this game back to life. I decided to do that because Tekken 8 will never be good for me. As long as Tekken 8 has heat, chip damage, and recoverable health, for me, I don't think I'll ever give a fuck about this game, honestly. And also not being able to backdash the way I like. That's a lot of things that will never happen, basically. I don't care if there is some Tekken there, like, just like Joey said in the latest podcast Spag did. There's some Tekken in there, and I can feel it. Sometimes it shows up and it's fun. For me, I really care about the way, Tekken feels like to play. I've designed this platform in a way, it's a prerequisite for more things to come. So I've even laid down a foundation for rollback for this game along with this, because obviously the way the server and everything else is set up around the game is with this in mind. Like the end goal is to add rollback, and then if and when I put rollback in this game, is also going to be available for the other games too. It's going to be a thing that I could do, especially for Tag 2, because these two games having the same engine, they obviously share a lot of functions together, so it's going to be relatively straightforward in the grand scheme of things to get Tag 2 involved as well. So this could be a platform where everyone could just play the PS3 era of Tekken games on this one server, and it's live as well. So this is live service. And I just said, yeah, okay, I could always patch the game now. So everyone gets the updates automatically, so everyone plays the same build, the same patch every time. So that's very important. Again, circling back to the rollback thing, the public release is going to be available on the 22nd of May. If you don't care about supporting the project, or just want to try it out, whatever, so you can wait until then. Other than that, it's pretty much it. On the website, I have the patches a bit more in depth, so you can look at those on the website as well. There are no ads on the website. I don't run any of that stuff. So that's why it's purely you here. It's just you. You're the only ones that can keep this up. And you know how the devs don't actually let you select any stage in the warm-up mode. So I decided to implement a scuffed warm-up stage selector, and it's pretty funny. So you have to hold down button combinations, you know, of your shoulder buttons or trigger buttons, and I'll show you that later. I've also increased the health a little bit. It went from 150 to 160. I decided to add 10 more HP, and I just felt like, you know, in this game you can still get fucked up pretty heavily by a lot of characters, and especially in counter hit combos. And you know, this has been a Tekken staple, but I felt like it's, you know, I wanted to just slightly increase the chance of having more interactions in this game, especially towards the end of a round, and perhaps maybe even give people another opportunity to come back. Or come back with maybe slightly more health. So that's what I wanted to do. For example, Eliza's back 124. If she counter hits you with back 124 at the wall, she can do a while standing forward into back 124 again, and that shit does a lot of damage. So I'm not gonna go through that right now. And ranked mode. Let me go over this really quickly and make you understand where my head is at with this. Huge shout outs to my boy Volley for testing online with me. You know, he did spend quite a few hours with me doing this over a couple of days, and I'm super grateful for that. So I'm gonna leave his YouTube channel in the description. You can go check out his beats. And yeah, huge props to him, huge shout outs. Ranked mode was already broken. Same with character stats. These were broken by the time I got the main menu the first time, and I got to the main menu about a week into this project. I stared for a whole week at a debugger and a black screen. A week in, I got into the main menu for the first time, and obviously the game was as you would expect. You know, there's nothing in it, nothing unlocked. The coin system was in place, but it was working. However, ranked mode was broken. So in ranked mode, you can only play without actually ranking up. So you cannot level up, you cannot rank up. And for me, that's actually by design. At least for now it is, because, you know, it's pretty cool. But I didn't bother trying to fix it, because why would I bother segregating a handful of players in different ranks? Like, I just felt like there's no reason to do that. I just want people to play. I want to, first of all, be enough people that they can play against each other, and having ranks available will just make, you know, let's say, I don't know, 50 people be split in between fucking, you know, 5 over there, 10 over there. Like, okay, if anyone's gonna use ranked mode, or in this case it's a player match situation, just play and just have everyone play against everyone, globally, whatever. It doesn't matter. Connection based, it's all good. So that's what I decided to do. If there's enough support for the game, if there's enough of a player base, then yeah, I can totally bring ranked back as well and look into it. I haven't even bothered to look into it. I had other things to do, obviously. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And character stats were already broken, and thank God. Thank God they were, because that is the worst thing I've ever seen in a Tekken game, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, Tekken 8 is there, so it's almost the worst thing I've ever seen in a Tekken game, but it really is horrible. Like, truly, it's a disaster of a mechanic for such a game. So obviously it was already dead, and it was awesome. I was really happy to see that. All I did with them was just remove the UI, and now it's just much cleaner. Invincible moves had to go. This is my opinion, right? I prefer the game that way, with invincible moves gone, right? However, it is not ideal. I felt like right now, because the moves are essentially useless, some of them do have more built-in evasion than others, so you could crush a lot more attacks. But again, right now, the invincible moves get interrupted by anything at all times. During its startup, the entire ass animation, you know, you cannot abuse it, and you cannot even use it. You shouldn't even use it. I decided to leave the visual effects and sound effects on there because it, you know, it looks cool. It's nostalgic. Fuck it. Whatever. I felt like making these moves -14 would actually be okay, right? Like, would probably make the game a bit more balanced, and it'll make these moves a bit more useful. Yeah, it's probably one of those future updates that could come later. Now, again, fucking play. Just go pick it up, enjoy. You know, fucking. It's been a long time since I played this, and yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, again, you guys let me know what you think about the whole thing. Obviously, try it out, play it, do all the good stuff first. So now that we're done with the overview, I'm going to walk you through the tutorial on how to get everything set up, right? How to install everything, what to keep in mind when you do this. And as I do this, I'll talk more about the game and about the bugs and everything that is there. All right, so here we are on the website. That's what it actually looks like. And yes, Just to clarify, I'm sure you can already deduce what BTB stands for, but I just want to shake things up a little bit. It actually stands for Bring the Bitches, just so you know. I just wanted to clarify that in case you were wondering. Down here, we actually have the patch notes you can go over. So this actually, well, this has the whole description of how this works, so you know a bit more in depth about it. And there are the patch notes that I already went over with you, so I'm not going to go through them again, but I will touch on the known bugs right now, so I don't have to worry about this later. Just so you know, this is very important. It's not playable offline at all. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that either to try to like make it fully offline or something, because the game has been fully designed from scratch to work online, so it always phones to a server, it always checks for things, it always downloads, it always uploads data. So it's just it would just be stupid, and you will only play arcade mode and warm up, so there's not even anything to do in it anyway, so don't bother. And it doesn't even have a versus mode like a conventional fighting game would have, so no worries there. That will never happen, at least from me. You'll never see me do that. Then there's 2 main menu songs. Okay, yeah, I'm sure you already know about that if you've played this game before. And this is another one. So from the scuffed stage selector that I've added, you can see here that the balcony break stages don't actually work properly. Or, you know, obviously you can still play in them, but the moment you break the balcony, the Mokujin just goes downstairs by himself. It looks pretty goofy, and I'll show you some B-roll as I talk about this. RPCN invites don't work. Yes, you actually have the ability to send invites with RPCN. They're just probably not configured in any way. Desyncs may sometimes happen. So yeah, as far as desyncs are concerned, in most of the testing I've done, we would still get like a random desync here and there that would just show up maybe once every 20 matches, maybe twice, something like that. At least that's what I've been mostly experiencing with my buddy, which again, huge shout outs to Volley for that. I've either tested it myself with, you know, I've simulated stuff, I've used 2 instances at the same time to do that, or I've tested it with him. So that's why, you know, my online testing is very limited, but I've done the best I could for now. So, you know, you'll definitely probably spot things that I haven't spotted yet in real world scenarios, right? So it's up to you there. And the voice chat doesn't work, so don't bother with that. And as you can see here, yes, I don't condone piracy, and yes, you will have to provide your own dump of this game. Put up on screen, this is the exact version you need for this. It's this one version. Again, I'll put that ID in the description so you can have it. There are plenty of PlayStation Network databases out there that could show you the files that each game has, and then obviously then you will know what to do and what to get. But anyway, I'll show you the files that I have myself, and then, you know, you'll figure it out, okay? So yeah, I'm sure you will, because that's how things work around here. This is the US version of the game, so that's the one you need. This is the only one that we're using. The video that's going to be here is just the video that I'm currently recording, in case you're wondering. Early access. Once you click on this, you'll be redirected to my Patreon. This is where the memberships, you're free to select whichever one of these you want. It doesn't matter, there's 4 of them. Then all you have to do is to go on my profile. You will see this. It says pretty clearly right there, it's the first thing you see, it says early access download link. And once you click on that link, it's going to redirect you to a page that looks like this. Once you click allow, it's just going to download the zip file. I want to talk about some more stuff that you actually need other than the game, right? So the game, okay, you figure out the game stuff, and then you have this. You click where it says update using a computer, and you download the PS3 update from here. In case you're unaware of what this emulator is, it is a PS3 emulator, and it's a fucking good PS3 emulator. It's a fantastic piece of software. You know, you can download it separately as well and use it with other games, whatever games you want to play. Yeah, these guys are awesome, and they've done some really cool stuff. So this is what you get in the zip file. Just make sure to unzip the whole thing in a folder like this. You get the license. This is just only during early access. You're not going to have to worry about this afterwards. You can just leave it here. It does not matter. The README file, well, this one is going to have the stuff that I've already mentioned, because you have all the combinations you need for the stage that you're looking for. And, you know, I will demonstrate this to you later. If you didn't watch the video and you stumbled across Tekken Bring the Bitches and you don't know what this is and how to get it to work, and you still downloaded it and whatever, so you still have a step-by-step tutorial here. So yeah, anyway, now obviously you need the game and that firmware you just downloaded earlier, because I'm assuming you got that too, right? Because like I told you, you're gonna need the firmware. What you want to do is you want to bring both the game in its own folder and the firmware in here, like so. Now that we have everything set up here, you're free to launch this. So this is the launcher. Just run it. As you can see, the other games are there just because they exist. You know, like I said, I already designed it so it can work with the other games in the future whenever that time comes. Very first step, this download RPCS3 button. And it gets it directly from their own GitHub. It's their official build. It's just a specific version of it, right? That I decided to use for this project. This is the only version that works on this project, okay? So just to keep that clear. So all you have to do is just download RPCS3. Once you click that, it gets it from the GitHub page and it just downloads it in this folder over here, RPCS3 Tekken BTB. Do not rename this. Don't fuck around with this folder. You're gonna mess up your install. All right, so the way I designed this is to make it as, you know, plug and play as possible, you know, while also considering the whole piracy thing, because obviously I can't just provide you the game. Like, that cannot happen. You got to get your own game. That's just the way it is. So you have your game, and then you just drop everything in here. So you don't have to install each file manually, each update, each package. You don't have to do that because you can just put them here and then press a single button. It's going to do it for you. All you have to do is just select everything. So what I usually do is just take the update file and just drop it in the launcher itself, and then it's automatically going to put it in the correct spot. With the other ones, I just go through this. So I go in and I do the package. Then you have the updates. So there's 5 updates. You put all of them at the same time in here. And you click browse, and that's it. And then you take the wrap license, which is again in this folder. And again, I didn't actually go over this, but the game just has this, right? Just the updates folder, the package, and the wrap. This is all you need, right? There's 5 updates. Once you have all of these in here ready to go, you just click on install files, and now you'll see RPCS3 spazzing out in the background, hooking everything up, and installing everything for you, right? And you just have that bar. You can just look at the progress bar down here. It's going to install the game. Then it's going to install each update individually, one by one. Also, make sure to click allow. And yeah, there you go. It says install completed. The most crucial step, launch. You don't have to worry about the launcher. It's going to shut itself down when you go in game. And then you don't have to worry about the launcher, period. Okay? So the launcher is done after this. You don't have to think about it. All right. So here's what you're left with. So everything is done. The config is already done. I already went over that. I'll actually show you the configuration in game just because I feel like it's easier. You don't have to worry about clicking on all these buttons here. But you do have to click on 2 buttons, and that's the pads. And in my case, I have a DualShock 4 right now, so I'm going to set that one up. You can see right here, it's working. Then RPCN. So this is important. I'm going to make a new account here for you, but yes, all you have to do is just to create an account here. So click create account, just input your username here. Easy. Then you just put a password, and then you need to put an email that you actually have access to because you will be receiving the token. Now you're here. So all you have to do is just go to your email address, and you will most likely find your token in spam because this is a pretty fresh domain, and it only makes sense. Well, so I just said earlier that you would most likely receive it in spam. It's still a chance you will, but funny enough, this one actually did not show up in spam for me because this is a different email that I haven't used. All you have to do is just put your token in here, okay, and you're good to go. Just make sure to test your account before you do anything. It should say it's valid like that. If it doesn't say that, go through the steps again. Make sure the password is correct. Make sure the token is correct. You have to be 100% sure that this actually is valid before you move on. That's it. So that was the whole setup, right? It was just a little bit of waiting with the firmware so that it, compiles the modules and all this stuff that it has to do. But besides that, it just installs the game for you. It's already set up. It has all the updates installed. You literally just set up your pad and your RPCN account, and you're good to go. Naturally, the very first time you start up the game is going to take a while to compile the necessary modules for it to work. So it's going to take a little bit longer the first time, but after this, every time you launch the game is pretty quick. This is the only place where you could be before, right? This is the place where Dennis hijacked it back in 2020, I think. where you could play in the track mode here, right? When it's just a demo. So this is the place where you could let the game warm up its shaders, so you could have it just kind of sit here. You go and do something else for 30 minutes or some shit. Anyway, skip that. Now just press start, and you know, just go through this shit, agree, whatever, and there you go. So you get a day one bonus. Yeah, don't care about that. So here's the game. Right, we're back. We're so back. Okay, so as you can see, it says 999 over there. That's just a visual cue, like I said. You don't actually have that many. It's just the game doesn't care about the coins at all anymore. Okay, so I had to record this part separately because I forgot to adjust my audio in OBS for this. So sorry about that, but either way, if you press the home button in game, you get this, and go to settings, and here you can see the resolution scale is set to 300% by default. If you have performance issues, just drop it down. Should be okay there. As far as VSync goes, you have these three options. It's defaulted on full, so you know it's smooth regardless of what monitor you have. But if you do have a VRR display or G-Sync, Fast Sync, all that good stuff, if you have that, turn it off. You should be good, right? And you'll have the least amount of input delay possible, which is great. If you don't have that kind of monitor, you're just gonna have a lot of screen tearing. And even in my case, I don't have one, so I'm just keeping it on full. And even Adaptive has a bit of screen tearing, and I was like, fuck it, just keep it on full. It's either disabled or full for me. That's what I usually go with. So it's full by default. Turn it off if you have a good monitor. The frame limit is also PS3 native. I noticed that on RPCS3's website, in the compatibility section for Tag 2, someone said that it's best to have PS3 native in the frame limit because it might have some issues with certain CPUs or some shit like that. So anyway, just since they're very similar, these two games are very similar, you should probably apply there too. So everything else is the absolute default settings that RPCS3 usually has in their official builds. So yeah, RPCS3 devs have done some really cool quality of life improvements over the past couple of months. That's really cool. And for premium attacks, this is what I was mentioning, the fact that Armor King, June, JC, and Bob, it just says coming soon. That's what it says for them, so that's it. But the rest of the characters do have him. So yeah. Okay. Here we go. So now I'm going to show you the warm-up thing, right? So in warm-up mode, reselect your character. Now you have a select stage, and this is very important. You have all the combinations in the README file, so just take whatever combination you want and pick the stage. I'm just going to go on wall off and just press on L1 and then press OK. That's all you have to do. Boom, you get the stage, right? And that's all you get. It's pretty simple. You can see right here that you have the extra health. You have everything you need. Pretty simple stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, and obviously the first time you play, you will get these shader compilation stutters. It's normal, and that's why I'm telling you to do a bunch of arcade runs first, or let the game sit in a track mode for a while. Alright, well, that was some Eliza gameplay, just for fun, you know, in case you guys missed her, because I know some of you guys might have missed her, and there you go, she's back, in a different Tekken game, but she's back, right? And there's the game. That's it so far. You can go check out the patch notes yourself on the website, take a look at them, see what's up, and yeah, well, that's pretty much it from me. I hope you enjoy this. Like I said, it took a while to make, so I really do hope you enjoy it and play around with it. You just go on Discord, and there you will be able to report bugs. Make sure to not report what's already reported. You can build a community on that server, and just, you know, whenever you want to play Revolution, just pop in Discord. Hey guys, I want to play whatever. and you find someone to play. And yeah, I'll keep you up to date there as well. You'll get notified whenever I post new videos, or if you keep an eye on the website and all of that stuff. In the launcher itself, whenever there's a new patch, you can see that there's a new version, but you still need to go on the website, check out the patch notes. So yeah, very crucial stuff. I know Arsenal Ty likes this game, or at least used to like it. So we could play, man. Let me know. We could run a couple matches for fun, if you watch this video, that is. I know I yapped for a bit too long, and this video is probably way longer than it should have been. Yeah, man, it's like I've been holding on to this for a while, so it's cool to finally get it out there. And yeah, I want to keep working on it. Again, if there's enough support, if there is a player base, we can make this project a little bit more interesting, right? Especially if we get the netcode down. Am I right? So yeah. Check out the Patreon, get early access if you want to play now. If not, you wait until the 22nd of May. Play then, keep the project alive, and that's pretty much it, man. That's it for me. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff for the algorithm, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers. The game may not be perfect or feature complete, but it is still Tekken.